short of shockwaves. But this one could change the entire course of Manchester United's future, because when the whispers started about United chasing Carlos Baleba, most fans barely raised an eyebrow. Another young midfielder linked with a move, another name in the endless transfer rumor mill. But here's the thing, Baleba is not just another name. And if you understand who this kid is, if you've seen the kind of fear he puts into opposition midfields, then you know exactly why Manchester United can't afford to let him slip away. This is the story of a player built for the modern game. A player who doesn't just fill gaps, he erases them. And right now, United's midfield gaps are wide enough to drive a bus through. Let's be honest, for all their rich history, for all the magic moments at Old Trafford, Manchester United in recent years have been missing something vital. They've had flashes of brilliance, but no sustained control in midfield. Games slipping away because they can't handle the press. Attacks breaking down because they can't transition from defense to attack quickly enough. And in a league where games are decided in seconds, that's a death sentence. The 20-year-old who's already being compared to some of the greatest defensive midfielders of the last decade. Not because he's the finished product, far from it, but because the raw tools, the attributes you can't teach, are already there in frightening abundance. Born in Cameroon, raised on the streets where football is more than a game, it's a lifeline. Baleba didn't come through some cushy academy setup with perfectly manicured pitches. He came through hunger. He came through the kind of football education where you learn to fight for every ball, where losing a duel isn't an option. That foundation forged a player with an edge, and it shows in every single minute he plays. When Lille picked him up, they didn't just sign another young talent. They signed a disruptor, and it didn't take long for League One fans to notice this kid isn't afraid of anyone. Doesn't matter if you're a 19-year-old making your debut or a Champions League veteran with a decade of experience, Baleba will come for you. Tackles? Ferocious. But calculated. He doesn't just throw himself in recklessly. He times his challenges with surgical precision. Interceptions? He reads the game like a seasoned pro, stepping into passing lanes before the opposition even knows they've telegraphed the ball. And perhaps his most underrated weapon, his ability to carry the ball out from the back. He doesn't just win it, he keeps it. In a world where so many defensive midfielders panic under pressure, Baleba looks at a swarm of pressing attackers and thinks, good, more space for me to exploit when I beat you. That's the thing with Baleba. He's a destroyer and a creator. And in the Premier League, that dual threat is gold dust. Now think about Manchester United's current midfield. Casemiro? A warrior, yes, but at 32, you can see the years catching up. United needs someone who can own that space for the next decade. Someone who can absorb the chaos of a high-tempo game and turn it into control. Someone who can give their creative players the platform to do damage without constantly looking over their shoulders. That's why this transfer is more than just another signing. It's an investment in stability. It's a bet on the kind of player who changes the rhythm of your team. But here's where it gets interesting. Manchester United aren't the only ones circling. Clubs across Europe have been quietly tracking Baleba for months. From the Bundesliga to Serie A, scouts have been filing glowing reports about his work rate, his physicality, his composure under pressure. Brighton are not an easy club to negotiate with. They know the value of their players, but Manchester United know the market is shifting. If they want Baleba, it won't be cheap, likely in the range of $100 million. But compared to the current midfield market, that might be a bargain. The question is, are United ready to invest in potential rather than just names? This would be a signing for impact. Because when you watch Baleba, you see flashes of a player who could boss the biggest games. The way he drops into the defensive line when needed. The way he senses danger before it fully develops. The way he turns a recovery into an attack within 3 touches. And if you put him in a midfield with the likes of Bruno Fernandes and Kobbie Mainoo, suddenly United have balance. Suddenly they have bite and brains in the middle of the park. You can already picture it. Old Trafford under the lights. A tight game against a top 6 rival, the opposition breaking forward. And then, out of nowhere, Baleba steps in. One clean tackle, one powerful surge upfield, and in seconds, the ball's at Rashford's feet in the final third. That's the difference he brings, those moments that flip a match on its head. The truth is, if Manchester United pull this off, it won't just be another summer signing. It will be a statement, a sign that they're building not just for now, but for the battles ahead. Carlos Baleba. Remember the name, because if he walks out onto the Old Trafford pitch in red, we might just be looking at the foundation stone of Manchester United's next great team.